It's week 3 of the 2027 season, and we'll see Garrett Wilson. He came through with 115 yards a week ago. It's the Jets and the Chiefs on Monday night.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we wrap up week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they...
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I like this guy. And the reason is to stand an even keel.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one year you won't watch as that offensive line. If they keep going like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how low can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll return it from the 6. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
On the double.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 22 carries, 91 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
From the 22, Love. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Throwing, Love. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Gets past one man. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Mahomes' throw caught by Toney. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. By going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Jets at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Play action this time with Love. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Love now. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a... Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They run a check. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. The offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ball again on 2nd down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Ooh, with a juke. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get free, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This is taken at the 10. yards on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 2nd down and 4. Love. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB?
Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the Jets set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
just
called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open man here is Gentry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love. And he rips that one incomplete there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Ready. Throw, 52. Ready.
To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's George. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Wait.
On third down, Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, You as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Extra point right down the middle. This is the lead down to 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
7 yards there and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mahomes going to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
So a quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than a normal. He rifles one that's intercepted. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
On 2nd and inches, Mahomes. This will be caught on the ground. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. New York's offense back out there and set to go. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Straight ahead is Hall. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Hall again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Garoppolo now. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it. Loss. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And this one is right through. And they will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. The throw over the middle taken in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's George. And he gets this one just shy of 40 down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Hall. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Hall again on 2nd down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down at the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Hall again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. He finds Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown anyway, right down the field, and work their way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense set to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Well, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by Wilson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll give to Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Garoppolo. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And this is no good. Oh, by a matter of inches, he missed it wide to the right. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. A fourth-quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got some space here. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember,